Hey everyone, welcome to the next segment in our video series. This one is on our safety programs where we team up with Vista Safety. Roger Pavisa from Vista Safety. He created one of the largest safety departments here in Illinois for another big broker, went out on his own, and we have a exclusive agreement with him and his team. They've grown quite a bit to about 10 or more employees in the safety division, which is very large for safety consultants. And I can tell you when we offer that to clients and when they get engaged, it has phenomenal results on your insurance program, because the long-term effect, it may be a short-term, it's a few dollars, it's going to cost a few dollars to get them engaged, depending on all different parameters. So it's hard to even gauge how much it does cost because everybody's different, every situation is different. But I can tell you a perfect example. We had a client who on their workers' compensation experience mod, they were about a 1.44, 1.45, and we engaged Vista Safety on the program. Over the years now, it was because safety, and if you all know how your experience modification factors work, you have the current year does not count. It's the 3 years prior to the current year that's just ending. They take that versus some factors that come up with that NCCI versus your premium and your expected claims. Anyway, it takes a while to get this figured out. It's a good 4 to 5 year deal on down the road. Well, we engaged with him. They put in with their team. We engaged with the Vista Safety team, put it in, started at square one. What does your safety program look like? Okay, revamp the safety program. Do you have a safety team? Do you have a safety committee? Do you have proper reporting procedures for claims? I mean, you go all the way on down the gamut. This customer thought they had a pretty good program. Well, they were missing all these factors. And within the mock OSHA inspection, we'll do the mock OSHA inspection. It's always great to have a mock OSHA inspection before OSHA does come out. Might as well get it out of the way because it's us. We're not going to tell OSHA about anything. We're not going to tell the insurance carrier about anything. We're just going to come out. We're going to make sure if OSHA does come out, you're on the right side of whatever could happen with OSHA. You just got to make sure, because they're like an IRS. They're going to come out, they're going to walk away with something. They're going to find something. No, that's where it starts. So we'll do the mock OSHA inspections. We do also come up with a safety to help you establish a safety committee. Hey, what it goes on? Do you meet monthly? Do you have toolbox talks? Do you have safety talks? Are the employees always thinking about safety? Do you have it where, we tell them they have to wear their safety goggles, but somebody, when it's really hot out, they don't like wearing the safety goggles, it gets all fogged up. Well, you know what, they're safety goggles and we can do anti-fog with them, because it's very imperative, because this customer had objects in the eye, they had lifting strains in the lower back, they had knee issues, 100 employees, and they had just these ongoing claims that kept happening. And so when we engaged with Vista Safety, put all this stuff in, and over the year, you start seeing it almost immediately. When we put the programs in place, you almost immediately saw the claims starting to diminish. And over the years, fast forward 5 years, their mod is a 0.88, and they actually received from the insurance carrier a certificate of excellence in safety. They had an OSHA inspection. OSHA came by and said, very rarely do we ever have a situation where we don't have any recommendations. And I'm like, OSHA came by, they didn't make any money. But you know what? OSHA's actually happy when they don't make money. They want to walk away with money, and they will find some, but when they don't, they actually already know, hey, look, I'm going to take these guys off the list. We don't need to come by. Look what they're doing. They're engaged with Vista Safety. They're engaged with One Digital. They have a safety committee. They care about it. Claims processing. They've got it all. We can take this off the radar unless something happens down the road that makes us come back, but we can take it off the radar. We don't even need to come by anymore. That helps everything from insurance carriers. So you go from a 1.44, 1.45 mod, and you bring that down to a 0.88, insurance carriers notice that. And it went from one or two carriers wanting to write their business to now everybody wants to write it, including the incumbent. And they're still with the incumbent who noticed that. And then us, we always put pressure on the carriers. We don't just take what the carrier says. Yeah, carriers will throw out, and you understand, they're in this to make money. Insurance companies are in this to make money, right? They're not going to give you the bare bones cost if they don't have to, if no one gives them pressure well every year. And it's not like it's mean pressure or bad pressure where we do it, but we test the market, see what's out there. We get the other quotes, and we go to the incumbent and go, look, hey, here's what we have going on, and here's where you are. This is the customer, and this is where they've been, and this is where they are, and this is an excellent risk. They have no claims anymore. But we did test it out, and here's where the other carriers are. What are you going to do? Look, shockingly, you can 9 times out of 10 you can get that renewal premium down, especially if you have proof that somebody else is willing to do it, same coverage, same everything for a lower cost. And that's just one of the things we do at One Digital. Always making sure our customers have the best program, the best pricing, and it's by being proactive. It's not just accepting what the insurance company does, it's taking that into account. And then adding into it the safety aspect just adds to the whole insurance program and the availability of insurance and the pricing. That's what we are. We call it the One Digital way. Taking care of the customer first and making sure they've got everything they need to have an excellent insurance program. Happy employees, safe employees. Everyone gets to go home at night. They're not going to the hospital, they're going home tonight to their family. That's what we're all about.